I had wanted to do a little talk on coexistent time since the 1970s, when I was very much into psychic and making predictions on people's lives. And I started studying numerology and palmistry very deeply and astronumerology and so forth. I found that the past, present, and future exist at the same time. They're accessible at the same time. I would go through people's lives based on their name and the abracadabra and so forth. And then I would discover that I would tell them what changes would come up, and I would have people come to me 15 years later and said the change occurred. Well, at the time that I made the prediction, I felt that when you look at a certain period of time, that the time now existed. So there was a correlation between, if you want to call it time travel or perception or tuning in a certain way with um, a certain period of time that would exist in the future and even the past. And then there was another strange thing that occurred. I would be reading somebody and I would be going up the ladder with their past. Like, this happened to you when you were 20, this happened to you when you were 25, this happened to you when you were 32. And I would be kind of very specific about it. And I would also give the age because I had a system of doing that with the abracadabra and the name and the numerology and the astronumerology. And then all of a sudden, I'm trying to talk about the future, and I wasn't getting anything. And at that time, I thought, well, maybe it was some deficiency that I had. I wasn't able to penetrate the future with this person, but normally I didn't have any problem. And on a couple of occasions, I even had a person say, "You're not able to do the future, are you? The past is fine, that's all accurate, but you don't know how to do the future." And it never dawned on me until I stopped doing professional readings that the problem was that there was no future for the person. And it never dawned on me at the time. I just thought it was my own deficiency. That the problem was that their life was going to end in a certain period of time, and I couldn't see beyond it for the physical this life. I'm not even talking about afterlife. But I really always believed that the past, present, and future coexist. In other words, you can access, if you get into the right dimension and on the right frequency, you can access the future, you can access the past, because I've done it many times with people. And successfully, I've had people come back to me. In one case, I told the woman that she would meet somebody who would be in her future, which wound up to be a marriage, in 3 weeks. And she said in 3 weeks, I hadn't been with anybody in 7 years. And it happened. At that point, she was sending everybody to me. And you can't guarantee the same results with everybody. You just can't. It's not the way it works. You know, sometimes you get something for one person, you might not get it for another. But you're generally trying to do the same thing with everybody. But I can tell you that the past, present, and future all coexist.